Music Radio, WLS.
To be with you, Rush Limbaugh, the EIB Network, and...
Good morning, everybody. Hello, friends. Welcome to the show.
What's up, beer drinkers? We got another great show for you again this week.
Here's Dan Hampton and Ed O'Brien.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to...
All right, you know why we're here. So if you got any doubts or reservations, now's the time to say so. No one will think any less of you. Because once you enter this family, there's no getting out.
This is where this gets difficult.
Nope. What kind of hotel is this?
How you doing?
With a tear in my eye.
I am coming.
Beat your way.
Frost has warm-ups.
We're doing live. I am the voice of the voiceless.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lingus Mafia podcast. I always have to look to see what show it is first because I'm blurry-eyed.
I was like, wait, do I have to hit the applause on this show?
No, yeah, exactly. Like, oh, hold on a second now. We don't have an announcement. Oh. Nope, that one. Oh, we do a...
So excited!
There you go. Different show. Faust will never be able to use that again either because they've run away from that theme song like a motherfucker. I'm Cav. He's Faust. That's Greg. We do bullshit shows and fuck around. That's what we like to do around these joints. We like to fuck around and find out. That's what we like to fucking do around here. Oh, stuff to talk about today. I was like, ooh, free show for me because Fausty organized a badass baseball. For the people who don't know, a tad of history. I won't overflow because most of the people who listen are hardcore and know it. That we created a baseball league back in the early 2000s, the aughts, as they say.
2002 was the first,
the fake real
year. That's when we would just.
That's why I said Ed's not a real MVP. I always say that. There's 4 people in the league.
We just would get together and we were kind of like figuring out rules of how to play like 6-on-6 slow pitch hardball, and the only stat we kept
until
track
Cav
of was
came
home
around
run.
and said, "Hey, we should have stats because I'm a maniac."
So then, 2003 was the official full season. We played 40 games, and we had
40 games.
Stats. We'd bring clipboards with stat sheets.
Clipboards, baby. That's what we're known for. And the whole thing was, it was only made to get us through till football season.
So
Super Bowl Sunday we played, and sometimes it was a mud bath of a game too. It was shit.
Yeah,
it was shitty outside.
Mud games.
And you're in Cali, so you could play all year round, obviously. Maybe a little rain here and there. So, and you'd play in the rain. You'd give a fuck. So it was from that weekend until the weekend right before the season started.
Basically Labor Day, yeah.
So there was not 50 weeks. And we would do 50 games.
A lot of double dips.
So you'd have to get 10 double dips. And then eventually it evolved to, we do 6 when it's a double dip, which I liked. You didn't have to do 9 innings again because it was called arena baseball, basically. The scores were 40 to 50.
40. Yeah, what was the highest score ever? Did we ever see 50?
I think so. I think we saw 50.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, there was some.
Rob this weekend pulled up all the old records, so I wonder if that's.
I have those papers. I think did I give them to Rob? Remember I found like a bunch of fucking stat papers. Yeah. I was like, oh, look at this.
But then, like for the last season, which was only like 12 games, because that was 2012, so we played about 10 years. Yeah, people get older, people move away, people got kids, the other commitments. It's hard to get 10 people to show up and play 5-on-5.
When I saw the picture that Rob sent and said the only MVP that showed up, I went, when the fuck did he win the fucking? And I go, I had quit then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because that was the year after I was done. That was the next year.
Was it 09?
It was 09, and I was done in 8.
The trophy said 09.
It did say 09, because that's when I looked it up, and I go, where the fuck was I? And I go, and it wasn't me going, I just don't want to play. I was broken down, like, and I'm thinking back, and I go, I was barely 30. I barely was in my 30s, and I'm like, I was dying at that point. And I feel like I go, I'd play now. I'd be sure I'd be sore as a motherfucker, you know, but I'd still do a season like now and just be dying on Monday. But I'm like, fuck, I was young and I was fucking probably way more broken down because it was so often that, you know, and then I get my OCD, I can't miss a game. That didn't fucking probably help. Like everyone, you'd go, nowadays you go, all right, maybe I'll take every other game, you know, and fucking slow this down.
First year, me and you were the only Iron Men. We played all 40. So I think Rob went to Texas.
He did. He went somewhere. Washington, I believe. He went to Washington. I think he went to Washington. He'll be able to tell us.
I want to say he went to Texas to visit family.
We'll find out. He'll let us know.
If my memory serves too, I think it was Memorial Weekend and we played 5 games.
We did. It made it worse because we told him, and he wanted to do the Iron Man 2. Yeah. And it was like, oh, we played 50 games on the fucking.
It was like, let's play 2 Saturdays, 2, like 1 Monday. It was like crazy.
We did add the day off and we played more. It was like, and you got me to come out a couple where I was like, I'm dying. And you went, you have a streak going. You have to. And I go, motherfucker. And I would go.
But I think, Rob, did you and Rob get Iron Man next year? The fall? Because I know the following year I missed. I think I missed 1 or 2 weekends.
You missed one.
I had like
did you go to Disney or something? Yeah, I didn't miss until my fucking tit. I admit. And that's what killed me. And I was like, I don't want to miss a game. Fuck. And I'm like, how do I do this anyway? And it was such a disservice to fucking, I'm like, fucking tore my back. And I'm like, no, I'm still playing. And broken down. I remember Linus told me, he goes, just finish this series and then go get surgery because he was the captain. Like a motherfucker. And I was no use. I was still I was wrapped in bandage like a fucking, like I couldn't move my fucking arm. You know, it was like I was batting with one hand. So yeah, we had this league and it went on for, it was great, the little stupid things we had where we had a fence that Greg was in charge to carry because he had a truck. Nobody else had a pickup, I guess.
Yeah, because the first 2 years, we played at a softball field and then
had its
couple cars were hit. I won't say by who.
Don't mention it, fuss. Cav Happens is what was on the website. I remember that. And my insurance had to pay for it. It was like Battleship. I saw the fucking thing coming a mile away and it was coming down. I'm like, no. And I think I was 3 for 3 with 3 home runs at that point.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to break the home run record in a game. And I couldn't hit the ball after that. I remember I couldn't, I was barely touching the ball at that because I was so fucked up in the head. I was barely touching it.
It was always because it was how far was that fence? Like 280?
It was tall though. That was always the problem. It was the chain link monster we said, right?
How fucking tall that thing was.
Yeah,
but then
there was no catching it. Yep.
And so a lot of times the ball would hit the trees and come down, and sometimes you find a hole. Sometimes it bounced in the street.
It bounced off of cars a few times, and they didn't stop. It would bounce off them.
Mustang. Somebody hit the side of a Mustang one time on a bounce.
And you would hear it. Go.
Minimal damage. Yeah. And
then everyone always used to say on our side, like, you're driving past a fucking baseball field. Whatever. What are you going to fucking do? Meanwhile, though, they have every right to come by and go. Exactly. Well, you're hitting a hardball, asshole. If you hit a softball,
so then we decided, you know what? We've gotten kind of lucky because I think maybe it was the first one was on the windshield. We're like, ooh.
It was a bullseye on the windshield.
And it was an elderly
old
couple.
people.
Because I remember the lady came over and she was like
shaking.
He was like, you hit my car.
And the old man was thrilled by it, though. He started calling me Mickey Mantle. That's how old he was. He was like,
oh, I was working at Long's, and I remember they shopped at Long's, and I saw them, and I was like, hey, did you get your windshield fixed?
That's
like,
hilarious.
And they're like,
No
who are
hard
you?
feelings.
No hard feelings. Yeah, I'm like, well, fuck, it wasn't meant.
And then I don't remember who did it the next time. But then I think after that,
Faust.
we're like, you know what? Oh, you got the ball?
On the windshield, 78.
Oh, look at
and
that.
look at it, it's tore up. That's because it was spinning, sliced the shit out of the fucking things on the windshield. Yeah, I still got it. And I got my 100.
I'm sure I think Torrance hit one.
Yeah,
But like,
that sounds about
did he
right.
didn't have
So
windshield?
78,
huh?
so that's season 2.
I
So
should
that
have
would
gave
be
this for you guys to take.
04.
It's everybody autographing it from 04. The
Oh, that's
baseball.
cool.
Yeah, so everybody's
Yeah,
there's
Rob brought
Greg's
a
signature. I can
team
tell that.
photo with a bunch of signatures on it, which I vaguely remember.
Is that where
Nice
I'm wearing a
gold.
Marlins jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and there's
Oh,
my.
yeah. Cav had like a jersey from every team.
I
He'd
had
wear,
it
like,
every
one a
day.
week.
Yeah,
I
and
remember
then
you
it was
did
the
that-
last
yeah,
game.
Every inning you changed. one
The
game.
last game, I changed every inning to a different jersey because that was my gig. But there's 100 with the date and everything on it. 76
February
games,
6th.
100 home runs.
That's probably week 1.
What's that?
That might have been week 1.
Of the next year, yeah. It probably was. Look up what the
Of
Super
the
Bowl
third
was
year.
that on the 05.
Sounds about right.
05, yeah. So it was the third. Yeah. Because I hit 50 the first year.
Mhm.
I didn't hit 50 after that. So it was like I was just shy of it. So
Nobody got to 50 again.
nobody ever got to 50, and Kuz was the closest. He
Yeah.
needed 3,
I think so.
and he choked.
Yeah, we were talking about that
He was choking.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, he was hitting ground balls to me at third. I remember that.
So then we moved to is that when we moved to Santa Clara High School? And that's when we got the fence.
See, I don't remember anything except for Taylor. Like I remember
No, I remember
going to
one
the
season we moved to Santa Clara High School. Nice infield grass and everything, and then nobody could just hit the ball. Like I don't know if we were setting up the fence
It
too
was a
far,
high
if we
school?
were using shitty
was a little
balls
field.
or what.
Was it a little league? Or was it a regular
No, it
high
was-
school?
No, I think we were using the softball field.
Softball, okay. Because I remember once we ever got to real baseball field, people
Mm-hmm.
had sour. Like I remember Linus was very upset by it, and I was always
Mm-hmm.
like, I loved it. I wanted to be on a real field to throw from third to first.
Right.
And then you realized like Linus's glove was great and his arm wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, you would beat him out every time. If you had a dribbler that wasn't a rocket shot to third, he couldn't throw you out. And so he didn't want to be on fucking a real baseball field.
Yeah, the scoring was a lot lower in those games because of the longer bases.
Yeah, there wasn't where there was a fucking
It was
train of
not
people.
65 or whatever it was on the other field.
I mean, it's funny because people go, "Oh, you're on a little league field, you get all these," but I'm like, that shows you the fielding of having to throw somebody out. Which it wasn't like nobody got thrown out. We were throwing people out, and it was just you had to fucking move. So it was almost
And
like
you
the
had to have
equivalent.
balls to play third base because I know I couldn't play third base.
Well, I was the only
played
one who
short
wore a
sometimes,
cup
and I
and a
didn't like playing
fucking.
short. I was fucking scared.
I wore a cup and a mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece came after Alvin got a black eye. That was when I said, I'm getting a fucking mouthpiece because he was just taking infield grounders. There wasn't some wicked shit. It took a fucking off a rock, hit him right in the fucking face. And I'm like, I mean, you would hear that fucking ball with that whistling of a hiss fucking burning past you. And it was always scary when Kuz was up, the piss pop hippo.
Right.
Because he fucking swung hard. And you were like, I'm close, man. You are fucking close.
60 feet.
And you would back up. You go, okay, well, I'm going to get to the outfield grass, the outfield, you know, and you're like, all right, well, and certain guy, you go, I got time to run. Like you, I'd kind of play close because you were fast, Faust. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I
I
gotta
got back up.
Yeah, I get back up to him. He got to take 2 trips. And Tito, I could play fucking against the fence.
He's got the biggest trailer.
Unhitch that trailer.
So who was there? Because me and you talked yesterday. I didn't know you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about because of the Rob picture that was sent with Seamus, and you couldn't tell it was even Seamus to me that he was a cop now.
Right.
Where Rob said, "When your former drug dealer is now a cop." And it's a picture of them everybody standing together. And I completely went, I can't believe Torrance looks like a lesbian Asian chick. And you like laughed about it, and I wasn't joking. I thought it was Torrance, and I go, the fuck happened to Torrance with his fucking weird? He's got like longer hair, and he's got like clear glasses, and he's wearing fucking sandals. I go, what the fuck is going on? And I go, he got a belly I totally thought it was him.
No, it was Stoff's wife.
He
By
don't
the way,
listen, fellas,
Stoff,
it's
I
okay.
didn't even notice at first.
Mm-hmm.
I just
He
see him
looks
wearing
exactly
his
the same.
Giants jersey, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's wearing his Giants jersey. It says
I said,
Stoff
look, it's
on the back.
Kruko.
He showed up wearing his baseball pants. He's like, I'm ready to
Oh
play.
my God. That's hilarious. That's so
You know,
great.
Stoff's wife's like a chef at a sushi restaurant.
Really? Does she
Yeah.
know how to make a Boston roll? That's
Fucking A, man.
That's
She
correct.
knows how to. She knows how to do everything.
Shit.
Hey now.
Yeah, I
We
remember
love
they had
you
the
long
restaurant
time.
in Sunnyvale. And I didn't hear the full story. I think they sold that one, and maybe
Yeah, they did have a
another one now.
restaurant. I remember that, right?
Yeah.
And it was a sushi bar they owned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sushi restaurant. That
Katana,
was the
I
bar.
believe
It
it's
was, like,
called.
it was fucking good too. Yeah, Katana. That's it.
Yeah, I never been.
I dined there. She fucking made some wild ass shit for us one time.
That's
We got a big old
interesting.
huge discount.
So they still have a restaurant or no?
I think they have another one, or they went halves with somebody, her sister, maybe. I'm not sure.
That Katana one has with her sister. I thought.
So maybe they went in on another one.
A
Not
different
sure.
one? Okay.
So he doesn't have like a real job. That
Oh, he's a
that's-
mailman now.
Get the
What?
fuck out of here.
Yeah. So he goes, yeah, dude, all I do is listen to podcasts all day. I go, open up your phone. Let me have you subscribe to the Lingus Mafia podcast. Let me give you something to listen to. So Stoff, if you're listening, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? Yeah, he used to be like. I remember he used to work at Pizza Chicago, and he'd always listen to audiobooks, like tapes, like the CDs. He'd have like cases of.
So I remember he was doing vacations.
Oh,
Him
okay.
and Jeff, they used to work for vacations, sell vacations.
Jesus. So who did you end up calling altogether, and then who went and who?
I mean, I invited
what pieces of shit
anybody
didn't
that was
show
in
up?
my phone book, and then there were some people I didn't have, like Ruben. Nobody knows how to get a hold of Norberto. I don't know if he fell off the
Oh
earth or
wow!
what.
And because of course Tito, if somebody doesn't talk to him, he doesn't care if they live or die.
Yeah,
He won't try to
don't-
keep in touch with anybody, and he would always talk to Berto.
Now that I think about it, I wonder if Bush had his number. That's probably who I should have hit up because he didn't come.
Well,
Bush
Bush was
was in-
gone.
He was in Tahoe, yeah. And then another person I completely forgot of. Somebody brought up Josh Blackford. I'm like,
I was going to
shit, I
ask
forgot
you about him. That's
And
hilarious.
Rob
I
said
almost,
something like, "Oh, I could have messaged him on Facebook." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck, I wouldn't have cared."
yeah, I totally was wondering if you if he couldn't make it. Jesus Christ! Whoops a daisy. And
So those that did show up, I'm looking at the picture now so I can remember. So we had Brandon Ridley.
really
Johnny
was
Showed
there,
up with
okay.
his Eagle shit, right?
No, that's other
That's
Brandon.
Shit
Shit
Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh, that's shit, Brandon. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was wondering if
Hamilton.
Shit Brandon was there, and then I saw the Eagles stuff, and I went, "Oh, okay," because I was
He
like,
showed up-
I wonder
he
if
showed-
how's
so we hung out at Mountain Mike's, watched the first game, and then Stoff was like, "Hey, if you guys want to come to my house, we'll watch the other game." So we went over to his place. A couple people left, like Kuz left.
Kuz was there. I was
Brandon
going to
left.
ask you if Kuz came.
Yeah, he forgot. I texted him like, "Hey, bro, you gonna make it?" And he's like, "On my way." And then when he got there, he was like, "Bro, I completely forgot."
Oh, when he said "on my way," he was like, "Fuck, I gotta go." I thought you. I was like, "Was he late?" He forgot after he said, "I'm on my way."
Right.
And he's skinny now, right?
Yeah.
Skinnier.
Skidyear.
Okay.
Yeah. He looks good.
Yeah.
Looks healthy. Greg, the NBA expert, said he was coming. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'll make it. I got somebody else was watching the kids that day. I'm good to go." And then I don't hear from him. So I text him also, "Hey bro, you gonna make it today?" I see it's red. About 4 hours later, I get a reply, "Sorry, I was sick. I didn't feel good." I'm like,
Well,
"All right,
I guess if you're sick.
whatever."
Yeah.
Of all the people that showed up that I wouldn't have recognized just because maybe he didn't play as much as everybody else, but he walks in and somebody's like, "Hey, is that Johnny Five?" And I'm
Oh, Johnny
like, I wouldn't have known
Five.
if it was Johnny Five.
Yeah, I remember the beard. He looked like Seth Rollins a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Without the hair.
Johnny Five.
Uh,
Hey, did you call Brandon shit Brandon again, or
Oh,
did you
yeah.
drop it?
he still doesn't like it either.
I can't
He was like,
imagine.
"You know what? I never did appreciate you guys calling me that."
He said that back then. He didn't appreciate it. I'm glad I wasn't there because I was the one who
Somebody was trying to
invented
get his
it.
attention. He's like, Brandon. He was busy playing darts, whatever.
That'll
Like,
do it.
shit, Brandon.
Shit, Brandon. There was
Still
two
busted
Brandons.
balls.
One was good. One was shit.
Yeah.
And he did say, "I admit it, I wasn't as good, so I.
He was all done in love. We love the fucking guy. He's a great guy. He was the speedster where you weren't throwing him out when he hit a dribbler.
Oh yeah,
That was
when he
it.
finally made contact.
Yeah, when he finally got it.
Yeah, Ed took Brandon's hat off. He's like, bro, look at this. You want to feel old? And shit, Brandon, who I think was the youngest of everybody.
Yeah.
Now he's got grays.
Who's
Who's
getting grays, not gray.
Because his hair is real short, like Buzz.
Okay, he's kind of afro-y. He's
That's how
half
it was.
black.
Right now it's Buzz, but yeah, you can see it's got some grays growing in. But
There was that one time. Remember, I played.
Kids will do that.
Is he married with kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I remember at one point, I think his wife called and they were driving around. It's like, hey, something like, do you want to meet my wife and kid? You know, it was a cool if they stopped by. And I just looked at him like, nah, nobody cares.
So want me to stop it? No,
He's like, yeah, you're right.
Nobody wants this.
It was late anyway. Like, I think we were getting ready to leave. It was probably like almost the end of the game.
Like they were all gonna come in and fucking say hi, and that was it.
Right.
Yeah. Like
others that showed up, Kevin Hawley. Good to see him.
See, he'd have been one probably I wouldn't have fucking known when he walked in. Because I'm like,
exactly
it was very rare that they were out there really.
Okay, so
I didn't feel he was
more
there
permanent
often.
after you stopped playing. Then he played quite a bit.
Yeah. It's just one I never really fucking hung out
Holly,
with at all.
and then Tim.
Tim, see, that's another one. Like I can't put he was he a bald guy, but he was big.
Tim
Thick, big.
Pyle?
Tim Pyle, yes.
Yeah. Now, if you remember, his first game, he got his lip split open.
That's right.
Because I think Kevin hit a grounder. Tim was playing first, if I have the story correct, and Holly ran right into Tim.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, and I don't know if he bit his lip or whatever, but he split his
slammed
lip
into
open.
each other.
And so that's when we decided, you know what? Let's just put another base next to first base. So
yeah, because it was like you're gonna stomp on someone's legs and fucking snap their
so Tim
fucking.
was like, yeah, he goes, my legacy is I created a rule change.
There you go.
Softball style.
Ed was there, of course.
Yep.
He traveled the longest from Tracy. You want to feel
I
old?
thought it was Sunam was the longest.
Sunam didn't come.
He never fucking showed up after all that.
Nah, he ended up not coming.
Was he scared?
He didn't say. He ended up calling. He's like, hey, can I FaceTime? And I tossed the phone around, but I don't think he talked to two people.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna do? Go, hey?
Yeah,
the
it was
fuck?
loud. It was hard to hear him anyway.
I can't believe he didn't go. I totally thought. Well, you talked to him when he was drunk and he was going. Okay.
Yeah.
I laugh. He gave me shit for not going, and he was like, "Well, I live this far," and then he didn't go. So okay.
Right. Yeah, he lives around Sacramento area now.
Yeah.
So Ed said his 18-year-old son drove him and dropped him off.
Fucking year-old son. Holy God. Was he not allowed to fucking drive? Ed, is he a drunk or something?
Oh, I think he was just
saying.
going to go visit somebody. So he's like, oh, yeah, just hang out. Have my son drive me. I think it was his first time his son's driven on the freeway, too, or something.
Oh.
I think that's what he said.
Yikes.
Rob and Tito, of course.
Tito did go. Okay.
Tito showed up. His hair's long. I think he says he hasn't gotten a haircut since COVID, so he's got a long ponytail. Yeah.
What is he even pressing? And it's a lot of stringy grays in there, right?
He's got a lot of gray.
A lot of gray.
Yeah.
Does he stink?
I didn't smell nothing.
Okay. Oh, Greg, when we went to visit him in the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Like you walked past the door and went, whoa. And like it was like he shit himself. It was fucking bad.
Damn.
Hey, at least we visited. We were the only ones.
Words I thought I'd never say, and I remember saying to Rob, I go, fucking Tito won't shut up.
Oh, Mr. Yammer, huh?
Oh, social butterfly.
Probably because he hadn't seen anybody since COVID.
He's talking to me, just going on and on and on.
Did he go, oh, yeah, I'll keep in touch with you, and you'll never out here till next 20 years?
I know my number. He's like, hey, what's your phone number? I give him shit. I'm like, I've known you for how long? You don't know my fucking phone number?
No shit.
He's like, oh,
it's
well,
not
I got
changed.
a new phone. So he's got another
new phone. Who did?
He doesn't have a flip this time now?
No, that's not a flip.
Did you go, so where are you working now?
He takes care of his father.
Oh, I've never heard that before. This father was supposed to die 20 years ago, Faust.
Yeah.
He must be a great caregiver. The guy's not dead.
Well, he's getting paid for it, apparently.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. You know how Tito's known to maybe get a story wrong or two?
Get it
embellish.
wrong. You mean make up a whole story?
So
No, not
I
him.
hear him talking to somebody about how he listens to K-pop, and then he turns to me. He goes, "Yeah, I remember. When you were telling me how you got into K-pop and you started listening to it, and then
Is
you
that
played some
Japanese
songs
music?
for me. That's like the Korean shit.
Yeah.
Hence the K."
Oh, that's
And I
what
looked
K
at
is.
him. I go, "I don't listen to K-pop." And he goes, "Yeah, there was that one band you introduced me to." And I'm like, "Bro, I've never
It's
listened
not
to
me.
fucking K-pop. You got me confused with somebody
Yeah.
else."
Probably Rob, right?
And he's
Isn't-
like,
isn't Rob
They
maybe?
look a lot
Rob.
alike. Yeah, Rob I think
didn't
was like.
understand some of the words.
They talk about strawberry shampoo in one of the fucking songs. I
There's
hear.
what, I know
He's
that
like
BTS and Blackpink. Those are the only two I know, but I know Rob knows
Oh,
a
yeah, I
few
think
more.
BTS is like the most famous one in the States,
But
right?
they speak English and Korean. It's not like
And they all look the same. But they really do. But anyways, he goes, "Man, this whole time I thought it was you that got me into K-pop." I go, "Nope."
That's hilarious.
Can't take credit.
So
for
Rob
that one.
picked him up. I'm assuming he got him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last one to show at Mount Mike's was Alvin.
Alvin fucking got there, huh?
Yeah.
No shit.
Got there just in time. He was there for a little bit. It worked out because Brandon was getting ready to leave, and then Alvin had just showed up. Yeah.
We gotta play a game, man. I told the wife, I was like, "Oh," I said what was going on, and she goes, "If it wasn't on Sunday, you would go." And I go, "No." I go, "They're playing the game there anyway." And I said, "If it was a game, I would go." I'm like, I've had enough of the fucking drive. I'm like, I've had enough. So I'm like, yeah, I go, Faust is like, "What's the problem?" The guy walks there. "What's the issue? What's the matter with you?"
Yeah, and Greg, then after he says, "No, I don't want to drive," the next day he asked me, "Hey, you want to come out here and golf?" I'm like, "No, I don't feel like driving."
I was gonna say, I'll have the reunion over here. Let's say how many people I just want to show up. Oh, you
Ed'll
don't
be
like
there.
it? Yeah, it'll be like, yeah, no problem. I'll be there. Fuck. So, what was the excuses of the people who didn't show up?
Majority
One lives in
of them, I
Arizona.
would say it was like, stuff going on, family, kids, whatever. Like I said,
So
Bush
who
was in
didn't?
Tahoe with the family.
Okay.
Super Dave was
Super
out of
Dave.
town. His kid was in a wrestling tournament.
Everyone's old.
His kid was hanging out.
I'm
with
like,
Jerry
when his
Rice.
kid's 5, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, he's fucking grown up now.
Torrent said he tried to get out of work.
I was
but
gonna say he was working, right?
He had a clinic he had to attend from like 1 to 3, and he's like, I can't get out of it. It's like mandatory for work.
Jesus.
I'm trying to think. Skills. Well, you saw Skills as a reason.
Unbelievable that we got to tell people the Skills one. His daughter didn't want him to go, but it was because she would have to sit at the mom's house and
for like 5 extra.
But I'm
hours
like,
or
she
something.
lives there.
Yeah.
That's what I found. I'm like, what? You're not like, and I go, oh, does she hate her mother? It's like, no. I'm like, what? But she wants to rather spend time with her father, I guess. And that's he sees her weekends and like vacation time or something. So I'm like, I don't know how you don't go. Listen, all my buddies again, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll see you next weekend too. Well, what the fuck? It's 4 hours different out of our time. Okay.
1 weekend out of the year, right?
Out of fucking 10 years.
I was going to tell him, like, you haven't seen most of these people in like 12 to 15 years. Like, you can't make an exception.
And a guy
for
who
one
jerks
day.
off to this. He yanks off to all this stuff. He's constantly with, I'm going to be in a wheelchair soon, always with this. And I'm like, he's a big boy. He's close to 4.
Stuff. And
He walks
one of
around.
the
He's
other
not like
guys, I forget who it was, maybe Holly, were like, oh, yeah, I hear him calling in the radio station all the time.
It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
I think Stoff said, yeah, sometimes they're like, oh, yeah, like they know who he is because he calls in. So
Oh,
much. So
yeah.
sometimes the hosts are like, hey, we got Skills. And sometimes after he hangs up, they'll like talk shit about him.
Like that retard. So like he doesn't hear it when he hangs up. You know he's listening.
I also invited a badass legend that played, I believe, 3 games.
Say
And
Ryan?
I believe Rob reeled off the stats, something like 15 at bats and 9 strikeouts, something like that.
Oh, Danny.
Danny.
I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, he was.
He
told
saved
me
our
he was
season by
probably
leaving.
gonna make it, but then he texted me saying he had to take care of something over at his mom's house, and he was in Fremont. Let me see what his text is. Don't think I'm gonna make it. Still waiting for the hot water heater repair guy over at my mom's house. I'll have to catch up with you guys later.
Nothing like that.
So yeah, unfortunately, Danny didn't make it out. Joel said he was coming.
Shit.
And then Saturday. Oh, this was the week before Saturday. He goes, hell yeah, dude, count me in. And then he texted me the day before, hey, dude, I have to work tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it out to the reunion. Really sucks. Hope you guys have a good time.
How did he not know he's working? What does he do? Is he doing
He still works at
KSBW
the
still?
station, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's cameraman still doing all that?
No idea.
Doing something, yeah.
So he's in Salinas.
I think so.
KSBW?
Ed was saying that his mom recently passed away.
Joel's
Joel Stauffer, yeah.
Joel Stauffer, the
And he's
Stauffer
like,
line.
I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's not just, being an introvert because he's still mourning. I don't know.
It was years ago?
No, recently.
Oh.
Within the last 6 months.
Oh, okay. I was going to say years ago and he's still hiding in a hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember one time his mom yelled at us because we went outside to smoke weed and she caught us. I think that's what happened. I remember she didn't like us one weekend for some reason. She knew Ed because they were friends, forever. But yeah, she probably blamed me.
Jeff Smith and Jimmy both live in Oregon now, so they did not make it.
Jimmy. I don't know. That's why I'm like, I know the name Jeff Smith. I couldn't.
Sure if you saw him, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, and Jason's Ohio or some shit or Portland?
Oh, like Minnesota.
Yeah, I wanted to see him because he's the size of a house.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
I
saw him at Brandon's wedding
craziness
years ago. Yeah, and he was big.
Yeah, that was like, who's this?
Maselli too. He said he had some.
Oh yeah, Maselli.
So he couldn't make it either.
Yeah, Jason was this guy who he had an arm like a fucking cannon.
Yeah,
and he was in great shape.
He played for Deanza. I think.
Something like that. He was fucking like a real fucking, which we all said, oh, he's getting the home runs, but he didn't play all the time.
Yeah.
Because he would easily dominate everybody, probably.
Yeah, Torrance had a big problem with him, right?
Because he was good.
Over his,
he's
stealing his thunder.
I know he was the first. I don't know if anybody else did it afterwards. I remember he homered from the right side and the left side in one game.
Yeah.
I think Kuz might have tried to, but I don't know if Kuz ever did it or not.
Yeah, he was the switchy to do.
Yeah.
I think I don't know how often did I even fucking try. I don't know. I don't think so.
So then Ship Brandon hit me up as we were driving over to Stoff's. He goes, hey, you guys still hanging out? I'm actually in Campbell. And I'm like, well, yeah, Stoff lives over here. I'll shoot you his address. So he showed up. Completely forgot he's an Eagles fan. So
really? See, that's one thing I remembered for sure.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
was
oh, he's
on
the Eagles guy.
Saquon Barkley's dick like no other.
Hey, rightfully so. God bless you.
Gobbling it up.
He's the only reason they fucking
I'd asked
got
around
there.
if anybody had Seamus's phone number because I didn't have it. Somebody sent me his number and said, this is a number. I don't know if it's how old it is. I haven't talked to the guy in years. So I text, I go, how do I make this not sound creepy? I go, hey, Brian, if this is Brian's number, this is
I was going to say, you don't want to say Seamus. They'll think
ago.
you're saying something else.
Yeah, right. And so I don't get a reply. And so we're hanging out at Stoff's house, and his garage is in the back, and there's like a gate in the front, right? And Stoff's wife says something like, why is the police here?
Oh, fuck.
And I do see like a cop like walking around the driveway. I'm like, what the fuck? It was Seamus. Somebody had got a hold of him and said, hey, show up. So he's been a cop for I don't know how long.
No kidding. He's a little guy too.
10 years, yeah.
So yeah, and I'm like, hey, is this your number? And he goes, oh, fuck, dude, my bad. I didn't text you back. I'm like, thanks.
That sounds like him.
I'm like, well, at least I have it.
You're the guy who used to piss fucking on the fucking field while you kneeled down in soccer piss. Like public urination. Arrest yourself.
Like Rob said, I used to buy fucking.
That is the
shit from
greatest.
this guy.
I lived with the guy. Oh, he was the one guy who'd be like, oh, I'm 5 minutes away. I'm like, bro, you're still here sitting on the couch eating fucking sandwich. What do you mean you're on your way?
Did you live with him, Greg?
Yeah, for like what, 2-3 years?
That was during the major minor years, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was you, Seamus, and who else?
Pyle for a while, but also his brother
Pyle
for a
for a
bit,
while.
and then Pyle moved in after his brother moved out.
I didn't even realize you lived with Pyle.
Yep. for about a year. We had the fucking the pool table in the back, outside pool table, like Drew Carey style. We used to always have fucking people over. Yeah, ours was like the party house.
Yeah, so I said, what jurisdiction do you have? And he goes, the east side. I go, oh, that sucks. He goes, no, it's nice. They only call us when they really need us. I'm like, well, that's good then. Because other parts of town, they call you for bullshit. Well, I had too bad 2 pigs and I was still around.
Let me get the door. Fucking mailman's here. He needed something for me to sign yesterday, but we didn't bother. Right. Let me be right back because I got something to show you guys if I got to sign it.
Oh, wait. All right.
Yeah, when trying to get a hold of certain people, I can never remember like the grouping of like whose friends were who. Like I know Stoff, Holly, Tim were friends.
And Seamus.
But I thought, I'm like, I think Seamus is in that group because I think I asked Stoff.
That's how Seamus. Yeah, that's how Seamus showed up because Stoff called him. I bet you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I'm like, what was that? Where was Seamus Bush's friend? I couldn't remember.
Nope. Yeah. In fact, I was the one who invited Seamus, and then Seamus invited all of those dudes.
Oh, okay. And then all those other guys ended up playing longer than Seamus probably did.
No one was even there.
Oh.
I'm like, fuck. I got some eBay stuff coming that I need a signature for. So I put the paper on the outside of the door, like with a signature. I'm like, here, leave it.
Here's my signature.
Yeah, I'm like, here's something for you. So,
yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other story that I remember Rob brought up that I completely forgot about because Stoff was, was talking about like, MVP or whatever. And then Rob was like, well, don't forget, Alvin should have been MVP.
For when?
He did not vote for himself.
Oh, what year was that?
09?
No, I don't remember what year. Maybe 06 or something. But if he would have just voted for himself, even in the top 3, I think he would have won MVP over Torrance.
Oh my God.
But he didn't vote for himself.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
That's unfucking real. Mr. Modest.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
I didn't know that was legal to vote for myself.
He's like, well, I remember he was all humpy. Well, I don't like to do that. It's like fucking, and I think I remember even going, not even third you could have fucking put yourself. I was like,
please give yourself third.
Yeah. Cause I was always in competition with Torrance. So it annoyed me because I was like, you could have stopped him from fucking winning a fucking MVP, you asshole. It was one of those deals.
Yes, we had a good time. Somebody brought up like actually playing a game, or like, it'll probably be in slow motion.
Why not?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Let's fucking go. I'm down.
Jogging, play at half speed.
Actually use
the problem here will be the thing. Everyone will still go as hard as they can to prove that they're not dead.
Right.
And I want to hear reports from everyone the next day.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone will be in traction.
I'll tell you that right now.
See, you know what?
Nobody wanted to play first base this time around. Hey, I'll play first.
No shit, right? No problem. I think the same thing where I go, I'll just be proper and play normal and not try to kill myself. I know myself. I'll have
Rob's
to
like,
fucking,
Rob opting for a permanent pitcher.
Yeah, I'll do this. It's like, I go, my reflexes is quick at third. Do I want to test this out? You'll be like, oh, my face. I didn't get my arm quick enough. What the fuck? I'll start here every time.
Yeah,
now. I'm ready. Jesus.
Get an outfielder's mitt so you can see through the webbing.
Oh, man. Yeah, it sounded like a good old time, though. That everybody.
Yeah, so we were saying maybe when football season starts, or maybe like a Saturday.
When it starts.
Summer. We're just saying like week 1, everybody get together again to watch the game.
Oh, to watch a game?
Just because it's on, something to do while you guys hang out.
Oh, I'm thinking to play a game.
Yeah, and if we play a game, yeah.
Yeah, play a game. That's why I'm like, why would we wait till football to play?
Saturday, we'd have a better chance of getting everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if we fucking, you called these people ages ago and they didn't fucking come through. That's the problem.
Like,
you can't even schedule that far ahead.
I'm going to get everybody together. I want to make sure we have a field. I don't want to show up and
because I'm thinking
cricket on it.
So here's a thought. If we did, and I think that more would show up if we threw it out there and said, we will rent a field, as in the one in fucking Manteca. Wrigley Field we could fucking rent. So I was saying, Greg, we could rent the Manteca Fields, the Field of Dreams things over there, and rent Wrigley Field. That way, people would then be locked into, I am fucking going. We have a field. We don't have to go fucking looking around. This ain't no whim of shit. And we go to a real fucking park and be set. And like, then if everybody puts in to do it, you're going. So we could have a whole fucking deal, you know, and do that kind of a shit, which would be fun to do. So
yeah, because some of the stuff around here was gonna be like 5, but then if you get enough people, it's not super crazy. Everybody chips in $40 or something.
It's really when it comes down to it.
I mean, we're all grown men now, with
and all that's really
have a job
covering
Tito.
is fucking. You know, you got to sign liability bullshit. Because that was with some of the high schools I called. They're like, well, you need to bring your insurance. And I started looking into how much does it cost to get one day fucking liability. No, like just to play. Like, we never needed all the bullshit. We show up.
And what's his name? Al's fucking nephew snapped his fucking ankle on the field.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Slid into home plate and his cleat got caught.
What was his name?
I don't know. But his girlfriend with the Mercedes drove them to the fucking hospital. Remember that?
He only played like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, he only played like 1 or 2. Yeah, he was good too. He was like a young guy who was quick, shit like that.
Athletic.
Yeah. Never to be seen from again.
Never saw ever fucking again. So
I don't blame him.
Exactly. Let me play whatever Rob sent. His he sent it to me, and let's see. He sent it to me and he said, "Don't listen to this before you play it." So I, of course, then listened to it. No, no, I haven't heard this, so I don't know. I would assume it's part of the badass stuff, but I mean, whatever. So here, let's see it. Okay.
Hey, yo, it's Rob Jeremy, and this is my minute. And I'm fresh off the Badass Banquet 2004. Mr. Fausti put together the dinner or lunch at Mountain Mike's in Campbell. It was a good time. Tito and I were the first to show up. And then Fausti rolled in. And then Johnny Five, if y'all remember Johnny Five, Johnny Fifth Ave, he showed up looking good, looking just like Johnny. Everybody I named pretty much looked the same, bro. It was amazing. But I'll get into it. And then after Johnny, it was Brandon and Ed that kind of showed up at the same time. And then Stoff, Tim, and Holly showed up. Those motherfuckers, good guys. And then Kuzmiak showed up, looking thin. Same old Kuzmiak. And then surprisingly, Alvin showed up, looking very Asian. Alvin still looks the same, man, but very Asian. Then the party went over to Stoff's house.
Did he have a rice hat?
His garage. Fucking darts and beers and fucking weed going around. Good times watching the games. And that's when B-Ham showed up, looking like fucking B-Ham always did, except with like
that shit Brandon
a Clark Gable little fucking mustache. Kind of funny.
Prince.
And then we're all just chilling, having a good time when Stoff's wife, Kelly, comes running into the garage in a panic saying, "Oh, the cops are here. The cops are here." Fucking, and I'm panicking, thinking, shit, what are we doing that's requiring the cops to show up, right? So we go check out the scene, what's going on, and guess who fucking shows up? Brian goddamn Siemens on duty in a cop uniform. Blew my fucking mind, man. I was tripping for a good 15 minutes seeing that dude as a San Jose cop. Proud of him. Anyways, he had a long history. My old drug dealer, so it's just weird to see it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It was a good time. Fucking all the guys are excited about possibly playing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to happen because these guys are stoked about doing it. So, Greg and Cav, you guys couldn't make it, but I got some hellos for you.
Cav, you know who the fuck this is.
What's that, Brandon?
You better know who this is. You fucking dirtbag. I can't believe you're not here.
There you go. Greg and Cav, Holly here, just saying hello. What are you guys doing? We had some great times. Having a great time tonight. Wish you guys were both here. Yeah.
Yo, this is Kuz. Fuck you, you fucking queers, for not fucking showing up. All right? Get the cock out of your mouth and the dick out of your ass and get your ass over here. All right? You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to see you guys anyways. Bye.
Now, what would you like to tell all the young little leaguers out there who look up to you and everything? Smoke a lot of pot.
That Greg asking Ed, is that what that fucking was? Yeah.
After his MVP, the first.
Oh,
year.
is that what it was?
An official MVP speech. Smoke a lot of pot.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, it was funny because Rob was like, "Hey, everybody say something, right?" Kevin's like, "All right, I'll go first," and he does all that, and everybody's like, "Well, I can't follow that."
That's funny. Screaming and yelling. Oh fuck! I gotta give him shit and said, "Who won that series with the Mets and Yankees? By the way? And who took Soto away? Thank you." Yeah, I hope there is a game. I would like to play the game. And we'll play
some out.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. Now, see, I said you got them all fired up, so now everybody wants to fucking play and do something. So,
yeah, Holly was like, "Hey, you got any more shirts?" I go, "No, but with technology now, it's a lot easier for me to make some. I can make those. Create a store if you want to buy some shit."
You got your shirts? I got mine still.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
probably painted on me at this
original scoring is easy shirt.
Oh,
extra large, and then all my other shirts are large, and I'm like, I can't fit in those.
It's funny.
I still have the scoring is easy shirt.
I don't think I ever got that. I just have the one that says Badass Baseball and has like the fucking B on it or something like that.
Yeah, it was the second one.
Yeah, I got my personal one, my Swing 13s, and Where's Yours? I still have that with all the trophies on it. Yeah, Where's Yours? And those trophies are in storage somewhere.
Was it
I think they're at my mother's house.
Eric Vulgar.
Oh, I do have that. That's like because it's a tank top and it's a fuck around. Yeah, Cav, cocky, arrogant, and vulgar. That's what that is on the back. It's good. Forgot all about that one. I find it might as well just put this whole show out. Who cares, right? Who cares? This week for our football pick'ems, you guys each got one wrong. I said I got to stick with my Super Bowl picks, so I was 2-0 on this one. So we can't catch Greg when it comes to playoffs winnings because me and you, Fausti, are 7-5. He's 9-3. He picked Buffalo. Fausti picked Washington, and that's where the differences were with this week. We will not give our picks until next week for Super Bowl.
Yeah, I need another week to analyze, see how the week goes.
Faust, I'll give a spoiler. I picked the Chiefs in the fucking preseason against the Eagles and the Chiefs to win, so I got to stick with it. What am I going to do? I got to stay. Although I win more money if the Eagles win because they were shittier odds that I fucking got. So either way.
On KMBR's Instagram page, it says, "Who are you rooting for? Chiefs, Eagles,
both lose."
Bane.
Oh, Bane. To blow up the fucking field.
Yeah, I think NFL memes had like, was it the Chiefs fans and it's just a dot over KSE and then like who everyone's going for and then everyone else meteor strike.
Well, the funny thing is if you think about it, which fan base would you prefer to win? And it's easily Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's fucking easily because of the human beings.
Yeah.
So you go, yeah, fuck. All right. And they've already won it. And you go, who cares? I just, whatever. And I still try to go back to, well, they used to be garbage for how many fucking years. So, you know, whatever. They got the greatest quarterback out there. So,
Eagles fans are just
the reality of Joe Montana being the third greatest quarterback of all time.
You know what? He's going to slip to 3. He's going to slip. You go, oh, Montana? Yeah, 3rd. Oi, Jesus. What world are we living in? Fucking, he went down to 3. Fuck. Yeah, here's the thing. Here's my great prediction. He's got to do Mahomes do with Tom Brady. Wins it now, or if he doesn't win it now, he's not in a Super Bowl now for a long time. It goes a stretch. Like Tom didn't go for it. It was a fucking stretch. Yeah. He was always in those championships and this and that. Right. But then it didn't get there. So that's my
1 year.
Yeah. And they still won 13 fucking games or whatever with Castle.
They still went to the playoffs, right?
Yeah. No, they didn't. I think they fucking
just missed.
Yeah, it was like they didn't get the division or something like that. It was something weird. But they got 10 wins or something.
An email.
Okay.
Since it's regarding the Chiefs. This is from Cortez.
Okay.
What's up, fellas? Football question for you. Can you think of another team where after seemingly every big game, there's talk about a play or plays where the refs directly influence the result in favor of one team? I'm a Patriots fan, and people keep saying the Patriots got calls in their run.
Yeah. They did.
But that may be true, but they got some calls. But I don't remember a time when after every single game, we had to discuss what the refs did or didn't call in favor of the Patriots. I could be wrong.
Out of sight, out of mind.
With the Chiefs. Not saying that's why they win, but this is crazy. Thanks for the laughs, Chris Cortez.
There's always the thing with whoever the superstar is in any fucking sport. I can't say shit. Jordan. Every fucking call he got.
LeBron.
I ain't complaining. Fucking when you greatness, Tom got every call. Rodgers, Favre, they all got every fucking call. You breathe on fucking Rodgers. He was getting calls, which I giggle when like Billy, he's fucking red. I go, motherfucker.
That's why Steph Curry's the most disrespected superstar of all time because he doesn't get calls.
He never goes into the fucking paint to get a call. He shoots from half court. What call is he getting? No one's around him. Closest guy's 10 feet. What are you talking about? No need. He goes, what do I need a call for? Fucking hard in the paint.
Wasn't that N1? These other guys back there in the corner.
Yeah. Fuck.
Did you guys think that was a first down on the fourth down run by Allen?
It's hard
At first, I'm like, man, that's close. It's hard to overturn. But then when you see the replay of like where the ball was placed on the play before, where it looked like they might have got it, but they never measured it. And you see the ref running down, and then somebody gets in his way, and he steps around, and now he's like a little bit behind in front of the line. And you're like,
I don't know how they're not shoving chips in the fucking field. Underneath the field, having lines and fucking shit in the ball. I mean, it's very simple to fucking do at that point. I can see what's weird with blades of grass being painted and look at the one white piece that's bending that way. You know, it's across that. That's the problem.
Whenever I see, like every year around this time, for being a Niner fan, they always show replays of like past playoff shit, right? So they always show Terrell Owens, his big catch against the Packers, right?
Yes.
But what's always forgotten in
Dropped all the other fucking balls.
Not just that, but Jerry Rice fumbled, and there was no instant replay, and he clearly fumbled, and they called it not a fumble. And the Packers
there's no replays.
Jerry Rice superstar got the call, I guess.
Yeah. There was no replays for a couple of years. That was horrible. And it was like, how are they not? Oh, we want to speed the game. Motherfucker.
You see, next year they're looking into more replay, like with
for like holding and shit like that, right? I'm fine. Replay every goddamn thing.
First downs too.
As long as it doesn't completely like slow down the game.
Well, as long as it's challenged,
right?
Where the same challenge now, where it's not, I have 20. I could do it all day.
Yeah.
You watch that replay quickly and go, this is bullshit. I'm fucking looking.
I do like how they have the
video
replay.
Yeah.
What do they even call that? I forget. Where
the guy's sitting in a booth doing it.
Yes, there's some somebody else watching.
Yeah, then they say thanks to video assistance or something like that.
There you go. Video
there
assistant.
is plenty of times you see where you go, holding my fucking ass, where it's like, this is bullshit. But a lot of the stuff where they were showing with the Chiefs and them, you did see the penalty when they showed it. You go, yeah, the guy is fucking holding his around him and shit like that, and it's holding his arm. So I was like, well, there wasn't anything blatant. And I was doing that show where me and Billy were talking about it. And I was like, you cannot leave it close enough to be able to come to the Reds. Don't be by inches. I have to win or lose. Do it or do not, because you're fucked. The biggest thing was everybody was crying with the that catch or non-catch that was pulled away from the guy, and that I was like, oh, this is a dread, because it really is. Either way, I would have been like, okay, because it was that close to. I don't know if that's fucking pulled off of him or if he had the ball. Did he touch the ground? The guy's touching him. It's over. It's okay. So that type of shit, but you cannot. It's hard to shit on for me because Chiefs don't mean shit to me. That is a zero of a rivalry. I don't give a fuck. It's not even in my conference, whatever. For you guys, you've played them. I can understand. Fuck this. I've had it. They beat me.
Yeah, it just comes back to the Philly fans, though.
It does. It does. You know what's
It'd
more
be
painful?
a lot easier if the Bills were playing or the Commanders, but
no, fuck that for me with the Commanders. No, thank you. Maybe if they were the Redskins, maybe I enjoy it. I always liked the uniform, all that shit. It was nice.
To circle back to Cortez's question, though, it's still fun to to joke about the conspiracy, just to
sure.
Rile up the Chiefs fans.
Yeah, and you know what? Would you be riled up if you were a fan? I go, I don't give a fuck. If this was the Bears, they always get the calls. That's a fucking shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Patriots, I don't remember it so much the refs. It was more of like, they're cheating, where they're spying.
There was a lot of that.
Deflategate and
deflating and yes, all that shit. That's the weird stuff.
I mean, there's the tuck rule game. There's a couple other
which now is done with. They like changed the tuck even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then the snow clearing game, but like that whole incident and
ages ago the snow clearing. Yeah. Now
but
it's
it wasn't every week though.
Yeah. It was probably because they beat the fuck out of people too.
And there wasn't
close games.
Too. Right.
Yeah, social media probably did a lot of it. But it's I think it's a more entertaining fucking Super Bowl. Like I enjoy the Bills failing for some reason. I just do. I like that they always fucking can't get. They're like, motherfucker. Yeah, they can't. They just can't do it. And every time we beat Mahomes this year. Oh, have a good time. Enjoy that. Yeah. It's not gonna happen again. You're gonna fucking see. And I was like, yeah, they're at home. Why? I'm never picking against the fucking Chiefs. And show me something. So no, that's not it.
Yeah, let's see if the Chiefs actually get called for a holding penalty, because they've yet to get called for a holding penalty in the playoffs. Or I think
in the Super Bowl.
I just don't blame them that they're that good that they never hold. Never.
Well coached.
Let me show you a picture of Nick Bosa with an arm around his neck.
Faust, that's just good, strong football. Just because his arm is so fucking tough and stuffed to the side, it doesn't move. What do you blame? What are you blaming him for? Let them play, okay? Let them play ball.
Let them play.
Let them play. Swallow the whistles.
There you go.
Be done with it. Anything on I look forward every year. I look forward to seeing Greg's perfectly triangle chip with one
geometrically perfect
black olive on it with a little piece of chicken to the side.
Was it last year you built like a stadium or a field or something?
No, that was 3 or 4 years ago. I did that little field.
Shit.
Last year, didn't I do the little scoops bowls?
All I remember is that fucking triangle. I fucking die.
Yeah.
That's the only one I remember. I'm fucking crying from it.
Like a little scoop of cheese and
everything was perfectly fucking
jalapeno.
Yeah. I was like, I'll probably do the bratwurst thing because it's twice a year. I do. It's the opening and the close, because it's so fucking horrible for you. So do those two and be done with it. Oh God. Oh, football's almost done, Fausti, and then it's time for our movies of the week, which you're starting off on. Which I don't know. We gotta watch. We gotta watch fucking Tippy Toes. I want to. Oh fuck.
There it is. One jalapeno. Look at that.
One each.
But because there were scoops, and I put like the meat inside and the beans.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
One of them got the single jalapeno with
by
the
yourself?
yellow cheese, and then the white cheese. And I was by myself that last year.
Party in your mouth. Everyone's coming.
What's the X on there? It's hard to see.
Oh, they're bell peppers.
Oh, okay.
I try to slice them up Julian style.
Julia Child style.
I got a wild and crazy idea this year. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it off.
That's gonna be great.
Come on, do it.
Can't wait.
Do it. Some TikTok.
Oh man, I should get my own TikTok for my nachos.
Nacho TikTok. You got to make it all fucking the nacho TikTok. It's gonna be a fucking Niner helmet made of cheese, and Greg's biting into it or something.
It would look like fucking Jerry Rice with the fucking big.
That big medallion of his
with cheese in it, and I'm dipping
whole fucking helmet hanging from his fucking. I'm like, Jerry, you're white. Stop with this fucking shit. Fuck you kidding. Jerry, what are you eating? Rice.
You have an energy drink that nobody buys. We get it.
I've signed a couple of these hidden in the stores. Come get them, everybody.
I got one.
Did you? You got that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's signed.
I
remember that. Yeah.
Happened to log on to Instagram, and I saw he was at Safeway, and I thought it was one by my house. I go in there, and I'm like, fuck, I bet it was the other one, because it just said Stevens Creek.
Oh.
So I ran over to the other one, and I'm looking at the shelf, and I see the shelf's completely sold out of fucking goat fuel or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, goat fuel.
I got that, goddamn it. And I get on my tippy toes, and I look at the top shelf. There's 2 cans at the very back and I grabbed one of it, and it was signed.
No shit.
When I went to go pay, there was some kid working. I go, how long ago was Jerry Rice? He goes, oh, he left about 10 minutes ago. He goes, did you get a can? Well, obviously, yeah, he was signing. And then he goes, oh yeah, I got to meet him. He was super nice.
I mean, so if there's 5 cans, you can't buy them all? Just take them all?
No, I think they were doing like, you can only buy one, I think.
And so if you went up to the counter, you'd be able to know.
Because, that's why he was signing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. So where do you have it? Just sitting in a room on the fucking shelf?
Yeah, but tucked away somewhere.
Tucked away? This guy.
One
God help you. Guy probably drank from it, went, fuck it. Right in the garbage. What am I going to do with this? Like me, I'm building shrines in my fucking house. Oh, God. All right, kids, let's get out of here. We're going to jump on to the other side. Greg going to do a little bit of fucking news for us, and we're going to call it a fucking day from Badass Baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, I could do anything I want, which means we're getting out of here because my dad is dead. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
You're the lingus or against us.
Or badass.
Because together, we're badass.
The best podcast in the world.
I am the best on this microphone. Nobody can touch me.
Yours truly.
I'm done. Show's over. Good day.
Fade to black.